Jackson be legal. But anyway,
That wouldn't be.
That's highly inappropriate.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
you
But
didn't give a warning shot for that one, man.
man, Peter, everybody knows that already. That he's a special type of guy over there. But what I mean, let's pay some of these bills here. Welcome to Off the Parkway podcast. I'm one third of the crew here. I'm your host James. We got the North brothers in there, Jamal and Big Sue. We are back for another episode. What episode is this? We go
38, 39. Where we at? 38.
We're getting closing in on 40.
Yeah. Hold up. I always forget too. That's the crazy part about it. I do this all the time, and we are at this is actually 38.
38, yeah.
38. So we're getting close to 40. We're getting close. Getting close.
When at what episode do we renegotiate contracts? We got the Barstool call yet?
Shoot, ain't nobody called yet, man. But, but don't worry, we get something eventually, man.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
You know what I mean? People are talking about
manifestation, man.
Yeah, people talking about the pod. You know what I mean? I spoke to Hugh today. He was like, "Yo, I didn't even know you had a pod." You know what I mean?
Shout out to Hugh.
Yeah, Big Hugh, man. He over there holding it down in Newark, man. But this is episode 38. Like I said, I'm James. You got the Newark brothers, Jamal and Big Sue. If you like this type of content, hit that like button. Share it with your friends and family. Comment on our socials. Any place that you can call home your socials. It could be IG, it could be Facebook, or TikTok. We are there. Hit the search bar, look for us on there, and we have clips. We have on YouTube. It's the full episodes. Well, we're here. So how y'all fellas doing?
Shout out Vietnam.
Shout out Vietnam, man. Shout out to the homies.
Shout my boys out, man. I was just out there the other day, man.
You was in Vietnam?
Yeah, man. I was out there, man. I mean, had to say what's up to the people, man.
Okay.
You took the PJ?
Huh?
You took the PJ?
Nah, took a. You know what? We just gotta move on.
The boat version of the Greyhound.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I'm good, man. Shoot, man. Nice little weekend for myself. Cut that Michael Jackson foot. Yeah, I caught it. I'll talk about that in a second. But and if y'all ain't see it, I ain't gonna spoil nothing. But I'll talk about it. Just hear how y'all weekend was.
My weekend was pretty cool too. These weekends are zooming by, man. Like they're going like super fast. I'm trying to not this weekend because I know I'm gonna do some things with the kids. I mean, actually, we have a this weekend coming up. We have a fundraiser that we're actually doing for the mayor of Newark, Ras Baraka. That election time is coming up, so I kind of been involved with that, promoting that.
You doing a fundraiser?
Yeah. Along with my guys, Hassan Sabor, Corey Winston. I'm helping to promote it. I wouldn't say it's not my event, but I'm because I see the faces. I'm not even. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna block over here because So I'm helping to promote that event. So it should be a nice event. I went to one before, but on this one I'm kind of reaching out to some people saying that they want to come. I got a couple of tickets if you want to come on through, James. It'd be a nice event
for Councilman Jackson.
Future councilman. Listen, I'm out of politics.
You're Carcetti.
If is the money falsely gonna be running if they let me?
I'd say Clay Davis right there.
Yeah, man. So I've been doing that, but I know the weekend after this one coming up, I really want to be more intentional with relaxing, chilling, maybe even go on a date or something like that. But yeah, I don't want to do too much.
Well, it must be nice. I mean, it's pretty good that you're getting involved with the city. You know what I mean? And making an impact.
Trying
That's a
to.
good. Hey, that's all we can do is give it a shot.
Trying to.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
I worked this weekend, so
Okay.
for Saturday, got home, watched the game. Look, happy the Knicks got a dub, so
Mm.
I can appreciate that. And I wanted to go see the Michael Jackson flick on Saturday, but Knicks was on, so I said I'd rather see the Knicks. And I didn't want to go out late to the movies because I had to go to work in the morning. So, hey, I take what I got. And then Sunday, I just worked out after work for a little bit. And hey, I had to be back to work today. So, I want to catch that flick maybe sometime this week or this weekend. I know I know Mr. Nelson's doing a Mother's Day fundraiser this Sunday coming up.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I think he sent out flyers and stuff like that. So maybe I'll stop through there after work on Sunday. You know what I mean? Stop by the he's having it at, I think it's like a big steakhouse or something like that. So I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah. I saw that you put something out before. I know Hadid got the tournament this weekend, so I ain't gonna be able to make it. A spooky nook. But
Yeah, your season revving up, right? I know it's like all outside of school basketball is revving up right now.
yeah. So it's about to get busy.
Mhm.
Yeah, nah, so we just, the Michael Jackson movie or whatever. Um, it's funny. Mom was talking about like this weekend. You want to try to, do a little date and something like that. I was like, that was my thought this weekend. Let's do a little date, man. Let's catch this Michael Jackson movie. She, the wife brought it up. She wanted to see it. I saw the reviews on it, and it didn't, Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 27. I kind of trust Rotten Tomatoes. You know what I mean? Like they usually be on the kind of the point, be on point with stuff, with their reviews and stuff. So I'm like, oh, we can still see it, something to do. Um, then out the blue, my daughter, who never wants to do anything with us no more, 18-year-old girl out and with her friends, she don't want to do nothing with us. Out the blue, talk about something she wanted to go to the movies and she wanted to see Michael Jackson, made a whole big deal. And then, of course, my wife caves and is like, okay, you can come now. Now my son coming. I'm like, yo, we supposed to go on a date. But now it becomes a whole damn family thing. I'm like, what the hell? But end up going to take, we all go to the movies or whatever. And again, no expectation, because I heard it was, I saw the Rotten Tomato, joint. It was like 27%. But it's a biopic, right? So like you think of some of the great biopics like Ray, that was a great biopic.
Mhm.
There's some other ones out there, but that's the one that just come to mind right now.
OJ,
And yeah, hey man.
the best
uh,
one out. OJ and Dama was the best ones I ever seen.
Dom was incredible. Dom was incredible. But
Um, actually,
yeah,
the one I like, the musical one, the one on Queen was kind of hot.
Mm.
I ain't see that. I
Yeah,
ain't
that
see
one was
that.
kind of hot. You know what I mean? It had a little bit of the other stuff in it, but
I'm
it was
sure, yeah, because
yeah. That
Freddie
Freddie
Mercury
Mercury
was
was great.
wild. But
Yeah.
so like the movie itself, overall, obviously they had his nephew playing Mike. Before he even got to his nephew, they had a little kid playing him. The little kid did really well as Mike Jack. You know what I mean? Everybody who had it, like, I didn't even know Nia Long was in there. She was in there playing the mom. She did a good job. You know what I mean? They try to make her look old, but she still look good, man. And Nia gonna be Nia, man.
It's my boo
And
thing, man. It's my boo
she
thing.
still look good, man. Being Michael Jackson mama, she still look good.
Yeah.
Joe Jack, you know what I mean? He did a good job. But again, I don't wanna, spoil, but it's really nothing to spoil. We all know Michael Jackson's story, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
like with biopics, you kind of get into the behind the scenes things that we ain't seen. But it's been so many movies about Mike that, you know, we know all the stories. So
Yeah.
you're not gonna see nothing too new. What made this so the movie was great. I love the movie. My family, all my family, they all gave it a 10 out of 10. Hadid, who I thought wasn't going to even be able to sit still through the whole thing, he did. He loved it as well. You know what I mean? So he knew the music. I always played it in the car since he was little. So like they all know the music and stuff like that. Um, it was a really good movie from the point of the nephew played a freaking. I mean, you thought that was Mike in there, and like the voice, the walk he had every dance move to a T.
Mm.
And his performance was great. You know what I mean? So for like, especially for somebody who don't have acting, you know, chops or whatever, he doesn't have the experience. He did a great job, man. And so shout out to him, Jafar, I think his name is
Yeah.
Jafar
Yeah,
Jackson.
Jafar, yeah.
He did a
It's my
great
little cousin.
job, man. And again, without telling no parts of the movie, there is some stuff is coming from another perspective that we haven't seen before. But it's stuff that we already knew about. But
Yeah.
man, the music, the dance move, it was some smooth stuff in there. And just one thing I spoiled about the movie, man. I had no idea the Crips brought Mike home, man. I had no idea, man.
You got put
I had
on.
no idea
You
Mike was
got put
40
on.
Crip, man. Mike 40 Crip, man. He 55th Street, man. Yo, Mike was out there, man. The Crips had him outside, man. But it's a dope movie, man. It's dope. Go see it. It's a good date movie. It's a good whatever type movie. Yeah, go
Mhm.
check it out.
Definitely.
Now let me ask you, Sue, for the younger generation that don't really know Mike Jack like we know Mike Jack,
Right.
if the movie do him any justice, compared to the other movies that we saw of Mike Jack, like the 3-part series and stuff like that, where it tells a whole junk about the family and everything like that. Does this movie do it for the younger generation?
I would say if you didn't know much about Michael Jackson and you was learning it from this movie, you're gonna get what you're gonna learn about him is that he was more of a boss than you thought he was.
Mm.
He was more of a boss than you thought. That I learned that even now. Well, I'm like, well, okay, Mike was actually a boss. Like, you know what I mean? After once he got over his fear of dad, he became a boss,
Mhm.
and you learn that part about it, and just learn that he's very creative, and it's with all these geniuses or all these musical geniuses, the people who are the athletes that are at the top of the list, the Jordans, the Kobe's, like all these people are sick. It's like they're obsessed with the thing that they are involved with, and you have to be in order to be that great. And Mike was no different.
Man.
Mike was no different than any of that shit. Like Mike was different.
And from what I'm hearing, like I listened to like the Breakfast Club this morning. It stops in 1988, so it's room for a part 2.
Oh yeah. The way they ended off, there's gonna be another one.
Yes.
See, I want y'all to see. I mean, there's really no cliffhanger to the whole thing, so I can say it. Also, a big part of it is no Janet. You know what I mean? Now, granted, this is early in the whole thing, and Janet was like young, so she wouldn't have no impact on anything. But there was no Janet, influence in there, or just even show her as a baby. You know what I mean? And like that was weird to see her not being represented in the movie. But we it was some behind the scenes shit because of that, and she didn't want to be a part of it. I think she's gonna regret that because this shit is doing well.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about it, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna regret that shit.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
know. Yeah, James.
go ahead, Jamal. You got it.
And just for like, I'm a super Michael Jackson fan. Like growing up, I would lie and say that's my uncle or something like that because our last name Jackson. Like my aunt bought me that. Not my aunt, my grandmother bought me that. It's not my uncle's or cousin or nothing. We're not related. We're the poor Jacksons, right?
The poor Jackson.
Yeah.
Not from
They were
Gary.
poor too.
Okay, then they left us behind. Then if we are related, we just can say it. Yeah, grandmother bought me the jacket. Had the high waters, not on purpose. Definitely had the high water. But I want people to understand, because, the younger generation now, right? Of course, Chris Brown as they do, right? Like that's their go-to. I wanna help them understand something. It's not close in terms of their
Mhm.
stardom, and it's the reason why I always say it's not close. In order to be Michael Jackson or supersede him, you have to be a mega superstar by the age of 6. Like, he is the lead singer of a
Mhm.
mega group at the age of
Mhm.
6, and then you gotta be consistent through your lifetime, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no fall offs, like, you gotta be consistent. We have one album with 75,000,000 when you had to go buy the albums. Like,
I have no doubt that Mike would have still squeezed out another hit.
yes,
Oh yeah.
Eh,
he has albums where every song on it is a hit.
I'm talking about he died, what was that, 2015, 16, or something
Mhm.
like that? He would
Yeah.
have, between now, if he was still alive now, between then and now, he would
He's
have
got
had
another
another
one.
album and it would have
Yeah.
been a hit on there somewhere. But
Yeah,
Mike was still making music.
yeah. That
Like
that stardom has
I
never
think
been
he died
reached.
in 2009.
2009, my fault. I don't know where I get that year from. But I was saying the draft. I remember that. I remember that day. Coming back home, it was a Thursday. I was coming back home early from work because that's the only day during the week I didn't have to work late. I was coming home early. Found out that shit happened with Mike.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, check it out. Check it out, peoples. If you haven't already, it's a nice experience, man. Shout out to them, man.
Def
Hey, man, it's some things going on out here. I mean, obviously we got the NBA playoffs. We got some other trending topics, but obviously we got the biggest one that's going on right now. Do we hit that now or pause or we wait a second? Because I know you got to
Hey,
take a quick break.
well, we here, we here. You know
Yeah,
what I
man.
mean? We here. Let's go
So so
into it.
so so
We
so
shoot
here.
or
man.
shoot.
So
Shoot or
so
shoot.
it seems like the couple of the year, Megan Thee Stallion and Clay, 62 points and 11 dribbles. Thompson is called quits. They broke up, but the way we found out, it seems like old girl Megan Thee Stallion posted on the internet that Instagram that he cheated and they're no longer together. She obviously it was a post that said some things, and we can like kind of pull it up or something like that and read it. But yeah, man, what's the reaction to it, man? Like how it was done, the relationship itself. Was it a surprise? I mean, was it to be expected? Like what we thought?
Listen, according to Shaq knew it was gonna happen. He been said
Mm,
it. Shaq been said it. But one, you take to social media, right? Like nobody in this world, you could have just handled your business. If you got cheated on, you could have just uh said, I ain't going back, I'm done with it. But you wanted to go to social media so you can get this pity party. That's how I look at it. You
mm,
go get this pity party. Now I'm seeing a bunch of people online. Oh, nobody know who Clay was before Megan. Yes, we did. We
mhm.
we knew. You might not, whoever that was, might not have known that he's a 4-time world champion and original Splash brother, and also he has been knocking down some of the baddest things out here for a very long time. Anyway, all right.
One of
So
his ex-girlfriends was in that damn Michael Jackson movie.
see, see, see.
But
She the girl from Spider-Man Come Home that was the black girl that wasn't not Zendaya. She was
I think I might
um
say it. I don't remember. There's so many Spider-Mans.
yeah, not Zendaya, but she was the she liked Peter Parker too when they went on that school trip and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But
Like
yeah,
that.
but anyway.
Yeah, like that. I just like her approach is like it seemed like just to get the pity party. Um, I mean, honestly, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. They didn't seem like they meshed. And I don't know. I don't know in the word. I really don't even want to go back and forth into their stuff. But it seemed like an odd couple. Like he's more
Mhm.
reserved and whatever. And
Right, right.
and she's so-called city girl type outside, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this just shows you like for all of that nonsense that you claim to be, like, all right, cool. He ain't with that. Like he said he don't believe in monogamy. And she posted that. So if he told her that, she either respect it or move on. You want to blast him for saying it. He, from the looks of it, like he told you, I don't believe in monogamy, so this is what I'm going to do. And I mean, man, I think it's some who actually do it. I mean, you got the LeBrons and Curry and stuff like that who appear to the public eye like they have one woman that they stay with, but I mean, these NBA guys, they're moving. They outside, right? Like they're from city to city and stuff like that. So to think that, Clay is any different, yeah, she the fool.
Mm-hmm.
Now with her post. Now, did the post confirm that he was cheating, or he just didn't want to be monogamous?
I mean, the post said cheat. It said cheating. Had me around your whole family playing house. Got cold feet. Holding you down through your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during the NBA, during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. Bitch, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. That was the thing.
Okay,
and she confirmed. I mean, so she said cheating. He hasn't. He's posted something. He's posted him being on the boat and all that stuff, but he hasn't directly responded. He's just like, hey man, life's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out here.
Yeah, but like, 'cause why not? Cool. You could just say like we done. Like you put that out there, and that's like I hate this era that you got to go run to social media, and because you have a fan base, right? Like, granted, you like none of us can go on her page and say anything because her fans will go crazy, or whatever. And that's what I think she wants. She want that attention from those fans to give her that pity party.
Yeah, she's weaponizing her fan base.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Look, man, you in a relationship and things like that can happen. I'm not happy that it happened for you. I don't want nobody to get their heart broken or anything like that, but it can happen. But I think things are a lot easier to deal with when you don't go public.
Well, what
Like
you
now,
think?
let's say if Clay was to want to apologize and come back, right? You look more of a fool if you take him back because you put it on social media.
Right.
Like, yeah, you could be done with it and then move on, or you can keep things to yourself and just be cool. You done, and if you want to make that decision to get back with them, then you can, and there's no public scrutiny behind it. But and then we out here acting like honestly, we out here acting like Megan is America's sweetheart. Bro, the dude just put out the other dude, what's his name, Partisan or whatever his name is, the rapper who she is with, just said how she cheated. She was around his mother and she was cheating. Like, so she's not like the angel and stuff like that, but this is what even us talking like this, you put this up for public display for us to even have this conversation because you went public with it. Like certain things you can keep to yourself, man. And I think that's something for a lot of relationships too. Whatever it is y'all go through, don't run to social media and put that stuff out there. You can work through things or whatever, and embarrassment is a lot less if you don't post about it.
Right. What you think, Jay?
Well, yeah, I'm in agreement with Maul here. You know what I mean? And it shows that it doesn't matter the status. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If your mental is not, elevated or ready for a relationship, don't be in one because, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I can care less if you cheated. I don't care about their relationship. But once you post it, you make everybody aware of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need to know what's going on at the end of the day. Now you using your fan base to weaponize it to attack him, to show that you need sympathy and stuff like that. We all know Meg and her track record with these guys. I don't care. You know what I mean? You date what you want to date, love who you want to love, but don't put it out there for everybody else. Because like you said, Mo, that ties your hands. Because if it comes to a time where you want to go back, you look like Boo Boo the Fool when you go back. You know what I mean? So things need to be kept in-house at all times. Nobody needs to know what's going on in your house all the time. That's just something I think we talked about that before on an earlier pod about the social media aspect and stuff like that. So stuff like that. I don't care if you Beyonce, if you shouldn't be telling the, you know what I mean? You can be a poor woman. You shouldn't be telling her nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Keep everything in house.
I
Yeah,
publicly
yeah.
I support.
It was Clay had posted. He did respond. He said, for all y'all trying to figure out what the issue is, the poon was trash. All that dancing, she can't do it on a dick. That's what he said. So no. Nah, man. Listen.
Hey, that opens up that opens up a good question there. Now,
Hey, look,
hey,
I
you
don't
open the
know.
door, Sue. You open the door.
I don't know, but every man ain't gonna front that they ain't think about that way. That shit must have been trash, but I don't know, who knows? You know what I mean? But I mean, like, I think it grabbed a lot of attention because people think, like we talked about, people think they know people because of a persona that they have, that they show, and things like that. Clay is really reserved. He don't post nothing on social media. You know what I mean? Every now
Mhm.
and again, he used to post his dog. That passed recently. You know what I mean? It was some stuff, stuff on the boat and all that. But he ain't that type of dude. He don't live his life, in the public eye like that. And the most you've seen him on is when he was when the videos that old girl was showing with him.
Yeah.
But people thought he was some square. They ain't that, you know what I mean? But like we mentioned, he had a couple, girlfriends that's been like, whether some actresses, model type stuff, you know what I mean? Some bad ones, So Clay, listen, Clay he did his numbers, but I mean, I look at the text. I look at the post, you read it. She said cheating. Now, I don't know. I know it was rumored that Lexi Brown, that used to the WNBA player, it was rumored that he was cheating with her. She came out and said, "Nah, that's not true. I ain't do nothing with him." So I guess she debunked that rumor. Um, but they was only in a relationship for like, what, did they even reach a year? You know what I mean? Like
I don't know.
it
No, I don't
wasn't
think
that
so.
long. So we talk about cheating. This isn't no married couple. This isn't no engaged couple. This was they was dating. You know what I mean? And like it didn't work out. And that's
Yeah.
what that's what she should have left it as, is that, all right, we ain't work out. You know what I mean? Because like everybody's saying, it kills any chance of anything happening. And now you're embarrassing yourself. You know what I mean? Because now it's leaving up to speculation for me to make a joke like that. You
Yep.
know what I mean? It's leaving up to speculation to say, like, all right, well, what's the problem? Like for Maul, like you said, for the opener of the whole can of worms about how you was cheating before. You know what I mean? And like the whole, like, all the stuff. She plays victim a lot. You know what I mean? Like
Definitely.
you talk about, you support him through his basketball. He ain't just supporting him playing basketball for
He he
over
can
a decade.
he can shoot himself out of a slump any day.
Yeah, he's a splash brother. She talking about his mood swings and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah,
got a
nah.
lot of mood swings. He's not the same person no more. So he's trying to work his way back into being Clay again, and it's not working. He had a tough season. The Hall of Fame player who's just relegated to the bench now. So like, I don't know what you thought this was, but like, you're not to be a professional athlete, mate, you're gonna have to deal with some stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if she's saying he had cold feet and saying that he can't be monogamous, sound like he talking to you. It sound like
Yeah.
he letting you know what it is.
Yeah.
So like, hey man, better you find out now before you try to pressure him to give you a ring,
Yep.
pressure him to marriage, and now you deal with the stuff. So be
Yep.
grateful that you found out whatever you need to find out now. Take your break. You shouldn't put it on. You shouldn't put it on social media. Keep it private, because not a single soul would have known anything about
Yep.
this.
Just move
No,
on.
there's no pictures of him out here with nobody. There's nothing like that. You know what I mean?
He ain't
So
just he ain't completely embarrass you. You embarrass internally,
he
but
didn't get embarrassed at
get
all because
at all.
nobody knew nothing.
Nobody knew. You gave
Nobody
that
knew.
information to us.
Like, so I don't know, whatever you found out, probably looking on his phone or some shit like that.
And
Who knows?
she probably thought he was the safe bet. Like, oh, he's like a
She ain't
square
doing homework.
and he won't do it first. She ain't doing homework.
Because he ain't a hood dude.
Yeah.
You do your homework, man. He been out. Clay been outside. Yeah, man. He probably left that arena over there and before they move out of Oakland in shambles, man. Out here
So,
knocking them down.
so with all the Stallion fans out there, I'ma ask y'all. So, because I know they've been saying it. Did Clay fumble it?
No.
No, listen, Clay. Listen, I'm gonna answer for them.
Clay is the prize.
He's the prize, and like money wise, he's the prize.
What did he fumble?
Status wise, he's the prize, and he's gonna have 20 more Megans to sign before he say I want to settle down.
And to be honest, Megan Thee Stallion is cold as a motherfucker right now in the world of entertainment. What album she dropped?
I know what she thought.
She ain't no Glorilla. She ain't no Cardi at this point.
She thought he was Russell Wilson. She thought he was Russell Wilson.
Yeah, she made a grave mistake. Listen, he's a son of an NBA player. You think? And her father played with Magic. So listen, we at the very least he had to get some of the leftovers.
Yeah,
and obviously he didn't get that leftover. So, hey man,
but
yeah. Nah, man. So that move on. Clay ain't worried about it.
Yeah,
She can go ahead and find another. But and I don't want to turn this into demonizing her or whatever, because
I just think she didn't handle it right.
If they had their thing, an agreement, and he went out on it, she had the right to feel the way she feel. But you done tried Tory Lanez, you done tried the soccer player, you done tried a rapper, partisan, you done and your money bag.
Yeah,
you done tried a whole bunch of
baby.
people. Yeah. You know what I mean? So at this point, you might want to try something regular, man.
Yeah.
That public shit ain't working. Try something regular.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If you want to go safe, there ain't no safe NBA player. Let alone somebody who's well known and recognized out here. Like Clay is Clay. You know what I mean? Like, you're a fucking splash, brother.
I think the woman who is gonna win in those situations is the woman who understands that, plays her role in it, right? Understanding that he's not ready for that. You may have a special place with him, but to say like, yo, it's just me and me only to these superstar players. Like, listen, he's on the back end of his career, but he was a superstar. Like, best shooters of all time and stuff like that, right? So
top 5 before he went over to Dallas.
Exactly. So we're not talking about a regular NBA dude. So like, just being able to secure your position, understanding that he probably is out here playing a little bit, but don't try to make that exclusive to just you. Like, but provide for him and be there for him. He might need that. And you may be able to win. So then when he's done playing, the roles may change. So I think a woman like that, to an NBA star, might have a chance at winning and being successful. But them guys are on the move, man. They're city to city every night with hundreds, if not thousands, of women throwing themselves at them. So I think that you're kind of setting yourself up for failure if you think it's just going to be you and only you. Like, they got Bron and Steph, who supposedly are doing that and super faithful, right? All right, that's 2. It ain't a lot.
But and the difference between them is these people been with their women forever. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't meet these women when they was in the league and nothing like that. They've been with their women forever, and these women probably played as smart as you possibly can play it. And stayed there. But like, hey man, it's how it goes, man. And like, when you like. The mistake she made is that she didn't have fun. That's what it should have been. You know what I mean? Like, if that is your intention to make it something more serious, then it has to be organic. She probably was doing too freaking much, bro.
Yeah, and it was.
And Clay, and again, we are trying to guess how we think these people are, but man, Clay don't seem to me like just somebody who just like, chill and boring or something like that. He just seemed like somebody who just probably don't want to be annoyed.
Free spirited, like,
and like like you see through the few interviews he had, just like he in his own world.
Yeah.
And them
Yeah.
people who in their own world, they ain't gonna just be sitting down. They gonna do their own thing.
Yeah.
She was trying to get on that boat with Clay. Clay was on that boat at 5 a.m, man. That's what he did. That's what he did. He was taking somebody else on that boat, probably.
Yep, that's how I got caught. She pulled up in another boat and seen him.
Mm. Oh,
All right, man. Let's leave these Meg Thee Stallion fans alone before we get jumped.
Yeah, that's right, man. Is there any more Meg Thee Stallion fans left out there? What she call them? The hotties or something?
Yeah.
Something like that. Everybody trying to come up with their own shit. The hotties, the barbs, and I don't know, the bitches. What they call them? I don't know. Like,
I was hell if I know.
But
I know
all right,
already
well,
got into the chokehold.
yeah. We got the playoffs right now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been very competitive this first round, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the series have been somewhat competitive. The only series that seemed like it's like really not getting it, is that Spurs and Blazers. They might get swept. The Blazers didn't win yet, right?
No.
Yeah. Like
They missed that opportunity when Wemby got hurt.
when he was hurt, yeah. So like you can't beat them without Wemby. Then
Boston.
ain't going. Yeah, I mean they got they was able to get a win.
Yeah.
And so the games is competitive, but it looks like they're gonna pull it out. So I think that's 3-1, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna end up pulling that one out. But you obviously got the Knicks and the Hawks. That's tied 2-2. The Knicks, like the 2 games they lost by like combined of like damn near 3-4 points. So they should have won all those, but it is what it is. They made some timely plays in the clutch, and they pulled up some games. And Knicks was able to kind of win another one out there and tie it up. So let's see how the rest of that go.
Yeah.
The Orlando Detroit series is a surprise. I think that's a big time surprise right there, because Clay Cade was able to come back, and before the playoffs start, so they came back with everybody intact. And matchups, man, when they say matchups win fights, that's what they mean.
Yeah,
That's what they mean right there.
Yeah, right now about 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're leading the series 2-1.
Yeah.
And, and when also OKC, that's another team that's they just kind of run through them.
They handling business over there.
Yeah. But that's an interesting matchup right there. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens in that Magic and Pistons series if the Magic pull it out today, because if they get that to 3-1,
Pistons need to
not come.
Yeah.
If they get that to 3-1, Pistons not coming back from that.
No.
They don't have the offensive firepower to just win 3 straight games after that. Like, so they'll be done.
Have to go crazy for 3 straight games.
But the one series where we gotta put a little bit of extra light on right now, it looks like that Lakers Rockets series, man. The resident Laker fan right here. You know what I mean? Like, what you think, man?
Well, the last game you playing a team that's in that desperation mode. So those games are always kind of difficult to kind of close them out. But I do see we had a lot of turnovers too. I'm pleased before we take away last game with how Marcus Smart been playing, right? Being able to knock down shots, play defense. But we definitely going to. I think we can beat this team. We can get out of this first round. But you need Reeves, who's expected possibly to be back sooner than later. I'm not sure what. I know Luka was out there warming up before last game, but he didn't feel good enough to go. But it's crazy because like right now you rocking and rolling, and Bron is leading the show, being a game manager. Right, he's definitely being a game manager and taking over. But I do worry about next round because he's gonna be tired, man. Like he's playing a lot of minutes, bro. Like I'm saying, and he's using everybody to the best of their ability. But we have to get those guys back and be able to get Brian back in that third option while still game managing. Because I still think he's gonna have to do that because those guys like Luka has to work his way back. That was a hamstring, bro. Like so he gonna have to work his way back into like some type of playing shape. I'm hoping that it doesn't mess up chemistry because it seems like those guys fell in line with Brian being able to rise to um back to the position that he's comfortable playing in, which is the first option and dictating how things go. But yeah, I feel comfortable getting out of this. I think that even when Durant comes back, without them having Van Fleet. Like, I never really believed in them anyway.
Mhm.
So, like, with Van Fleet, I think they're a completely different team. But without them, yeah, I think we can get past them guys.
Yeah, man. You a Laker fan, but I think you a LeBron hater.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I say that.
a lot of Laker fans are conflicted with LeBron. I notice. You know what I mean? Where my brother's another one. He a hardcore Laker fan, but he a LeBron hater. You know what I mean? And like they don't know how to they don't know how to really root for that team. And at the same time, praise the greatness of LeBron because if this was Kobe that was still doing this at 41 as a Laker, man, these Laker fans would be going crazy. You know what I mean? But
But okay,
everybody
cool.
want to mention
But
things about the Lakers and,
but you
and,
know
and,
what?
and
I think you just said it though. You answered everything for me. What you just spoke about is sustainability, longevity with him. That's what for me, that's what he's the GOAT of. We've never
that is the
we
most backhanded compliment.
Hey, listen, man.
Stephen A. Smith be saying that bullshit. He's
He
the GOAT of longevity. Why are we making that a separate category of basketball? That is a
he
part
is
of
that's not a skill
availability.
set. That's not a
What's the
skill set.
what's the best ability?
Availability.
He got it. He
Okay,
didn't
but
take 2 years off playing baseball.
that's not a that's not a skill
He
set.
was able to stay. He was able to stay healthy, stay on the court. Even and now at 41, when two of your best players can't stay healthy, he's the healthy one, and
When
he's leading. He's
when
leading
that
them through that.
when that
So,
LeBron
so
biopic
there's
come
no.
out,
We never heard. Robert Parrish played like 23 years. We ain't never called him to go to longevity. We,
because
we ain't never do that.
he didn't play it to a certain level. I think LeBron is playing to listen, it's great,
Listen,
man.
it's great, and it's not because of his long. I mean, his longevity. It is what it is. But like, he's out of his prime, and he's still playing at elite top 25 level. I ain't gonna blaze him as the kids would say and say top 10 and some shit like that. But he's still top 25 in the league.
I think he's top 15 in the league.
Maybe I just want to make sure I don't make it feel like I'm just
Yeah.
like over, whatever. He's still playing at a high level, and in this thing where everybody thought he was about to get swept out the playoffs. Granted, all right, nobody thought that Durant was going to get hurt and all that stuff, and whatever. But that's not LeBron's problem. You know what I mean? In the game Durant did play, LeBron cracked the Durant shit. He was guarding him, and LeBron was going at him. At 41, going at him. Did some motherfucker fucking sweat past him, did a fucking reverse thump in the lane and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, hitting threes, like, he was going at him. So, my thing is, and James is one of the ones saying it too, and he just, all of a sudden, he got to pick people up. So he got to get some of this too. But nah, man, like, LeBron, man, like, I'm not going to make this about how LeBron is the GOAT type thing because I think that's a different type of topic that we all can talk about one day. We never really got into that before. But as far as this series is concerned, and it's not over yet. You know what I mean? They still got to finish the job. And the longer the series lasts, the worse off it's going to be for him. I think that he wasn't supposed to do this. He was supposed to be playing a different role, obviously, and they're turning it up the deeper they got in the playoffs. So he's emptying the gas tank a little bit. You know what I mean? And like, so it can come back to hurt them, if they do make it past the series and stuff like that. But man, y'all Lakers fans need to put more respect on them because this was Kobe. Y'all be going crazy. You
But
know what
we,
I mean?
but
This
we,
is
but we.
Kobe at 41. Y'all would be going nuts.
I mean,
This ain't Kobe. Kobe couldn't have did this. Kobe couldn't have did
we
this.
don't know what Kobe could have did if it
He
wasn't for the
couldn't have
Achilles.
did this.
He got hurt.
He
He got
could
the
not have.
Achilles.
He couldn't have did this.
We
He
don't know
couldn't have
that.
did this.
We don't know if he wouldn't have been a stellar scorer. Well, he never did this though. He was even a score. He been a killer his whole career.
Kobe would have, and this is the Achilles and all that stuff. Cool. Kobe, the way he played the game, he would not have been able to play the game the same way at 41. He wouldn't have been able to play the same way. LeBron had the type of game where he can keep evolving it to something different because he's 6'9", 240, and still a freak athlete. You know what I mean? So when Kobe athleticism disappeared, his game looked different. LeBron athleticism goes down, he's still the most athletic on the court damn near. You know what I mean? Like, so he still could do LeBron shit when he wants to. You know what I mean? He got to do it in his pockets. He can't do it the whole game, but he can still do it. And now you add the post game, you add the 3-point shot, the mid range, and the IQ is always there. Only he could have did this shit. That's why Mike couldn't do it at 40 no more, because you predicated just on athleticism and some skill too. I ain't gonna act like
because Mike was highly skilled.
yeah.
Highly skilled.
Yeah. But they needed their athleticism to key into that skill too. LeBron,
but Mike, I put like this. Jordan, the last championship for the Bulls, the last one that they won was considered old.
He's like 35.
No, he's like 30. He's like 36, 37.
36.
Right? So, he was
younger than Durant right now. He was younger than Steph right now.
But for those times, they considered young. Like nobody was thinking about playing the 20-some years at that level back then.
Did.
Robert Parrish, like you said, he was a dinosaur.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did.
And he was looking half dead out there, man. Like,
hey, listen, Jabbar got him a 20-point game in that finals, man. He still cracked some ass out there, man.
Nah, LeBron.
Listen, man.
But also, what comes with Laker, will come with Laker Nation too, right? He gave us a chip, so I'm happy that he got one too. Like, I don't care if it's the bubble, I count that one. But we count everything by like rings too. Like, and we definitely would want him to get one more. We don't even care if he's the third option in it. He need to get for Lakers.
Well, that's not his team no more. Not his team no more.
For Laker fans who also LeBron haters, he need to get one more to shut us up. And this will be the real one. I'm happy he got that bubble. I'm happy.
That's the disrespect, man.
I count the bubble.
So now if he wins one now it's like, no, you got to get a three-peat.
No.
Got three-peat. See what I mean? It'll never end.
But if he get 5 with this longevity, right? Then I can go ahead and put him possibly over Kobe. I don't have him over Kobe. No, I don't.
As what? As a Laker or all time?
All time. I don't have him over Kobe. I don't. I think I got Jordan. I got Kobe. I got LeBron.
Kobe number 2.
Kobe number 2. How can you not put the clone there?
Because it's the clone.
Why? So what?
And I don't think the original number 1. But that could be debated. I'm not going to, whatever. We could debate that. But the Kobe shit, listen, I will never have that debate. That's not even a conversation. Kobe you could argue Kobe not even being in the top 10, bro.
That's incredible. That's blasphemy.
You can argue it. I
don't know how.
He got 1 MVP.
Okay.
He got he do got championships, but 3 of those chips, he was not the man in there, but they don't win it without him, so I'm not gonna do that to him. You know what I mean?
2 of those, he's the man. The first one is all Shaq. Yeah. Second and third, Kobe is getting like 30 a game in the finals.
Kobe, cool. You could have argued Meta World Peace that last. Nigga, Ron Artest was balling that shit.
That last game, he went crazy.
But cool, Kobe. That but like he's wildly inefficient. He had he had a lot of bad years, yo. Like so, like that dead time between those those championships where they wasn't making playoffs and getting swept and things like that.
Kwame Brown.
Like huh?
Kwame Brown.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna put the blame on.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna get Kwame on the pod, man.
That's the type of team we had.
Oh man, listen, man, it's just I think there's a lot of people you could argue for. You could argue Tim Duncan in front of him. You could argue, I'm gonna put Will up there. You could argue Kareem. You could argue Magic. You could argue. There's a lot of people you could argue in there. Steph, and I'm no Steph guy, but you can argue it. You know what I mean? And I think as great as how Kobe was, I'm not putting him in no damn front of no LeBron. What does he got over LeBron? What? Like scoring no number he got over LeBron. They're not even close.
That's gonna be longevity too.
The championships, whatever. Even if Kobe got one, how many Kobe got? 4 or 5? 5. So he got one more, but he got one more championship than LeBron, but LeBron got 3 more MVPs than him. Final MVPs. I ain't even talking about regular season.
We take one of Nash's and give to Kobe too.
So then we're gonna take Derrick Rose MVP and give it to LeBron.
I mean, you can argue it.
Yeah. So man, like that ain't no like them two and head to head. LeBron got a higher winning percentage, higher point average, higher all that stuff when they played each other. Regular season, granted, but I ain't put no damn Kobe in front of it. It's all and nobody, and honestly, nobody really did. After he passed,
you always hear Shaq and Charles Barkley.
After he passed, a lot of people was not that high on Kobe until he passed, bro.
No, they said like I don't even know. Even some of the peers, even like Iverson was like, listen,
after he
I don't
passed,
know how they got him over Bean.
Yeah,
you want to compare him to Jerry? They want to compare him to Jordan. No, the comparison might be
they bugging. They bugging.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man.
Very bad. Very bad.
Move on. Kobe.
This 41-year-old freaking android is still out here getting triple doubles in playoffs and doing what the hell he wants. It doesn't make sense.
People not that good anymore.
Oh shit, man! But yeah, man. So the playoffs is moving the way it is. Let's see what some of these schools looking like right now.
Okay. See, and Spurs.
Oh man, Magic's starting to open it up a little bit. Well, end of the third quarter, they up 6, so it's still a game. Thunder about to take that on home. So yeah, man. So I know we got what else we got right now? We got Drake. He got an album coming out. His joint is coming out May 15th. Okay. We excited about that.
I'm gonna give it's crazy. I'm never that excited about Drake albums anyway. Like I'm just I like Drake. I made clear that I'm not gonna act like he's not one of them ones. I hope he gets back to schedule, right? In terms of doing what he do. Like that was that him and Kendrick thing was a moment, right? That was a moment in hip hop. It was great. Just like the Ether and Takeover and stuff like that. It was a moment. I think he needs to just go back to doing what he's doing. He's the biggest. He's probably still a bigger artist, like than Kendrick or whatever. So get back to doing what you do. I'm sure he's gonna address certain things subtly in that album. But yeah, he's been one of them people for the last 20 years that's been able to dictate what type of music is hot. Remember he put out like a club album one time. It was like sound like club music, right? And it goes. So I'm eager to see how he changes the envelope. He's sort of like a more acceptable Kanye when Kanye was doing it with producing, dictating how a rap should go. Like he's able to do that too. So I want to see how this sounds.
Right. Yeah, I mean, You know, the way I consume music is so different than what it used to be when I was younger.
Mhm.
It was so I remember when people used to drop albums, I used to couldn't wait, man. And I'd be the first, when it'd be the first in line to grab the album, listen to it, from top, front end to back, pause, and like I don't do that now. You know what I mean? I always kind of hear how people think about it from hearsay, and if it was somebody I really want to listen to, I might go listen to it, but for the most part, I don't be really be waiting on it like that.
Yeah.
This one right here, I'm a little intrigued because obviously, like you talk about, it's coming off of that whole. He took a little bit of time away in as far as it concerns to Drake, because Drake is somebody who always dropped music, and I think if this whole thing, the Kendrick and Drake thing, went a different way, he would have been dropped something. So because he lost, I think he took a little bit of time more than what he usually do. And you know, he gonna have some stuff to say. I'm pretty sure he's gonna address it in some songs. There's
Yeah.
gonna be some subliminals there. It's gonna be some, but Drake know how to make music. It's gonna be some hits. So we'll
I
see.
mean,
We'll see.
end of the day, he can rap. Like he can really rap. So it's not like I think that's gonna be expected. I'm eager to see who's some of his features.
Mm,
Like like who's rocking with him, right? Like
mm,
out of those guys who was excuse me, out of them guys who they spoke about before, like when 2 Chains said you could be Migos said you could be from North Side and all that type of stuff. Like, who's still rocking with you? Like or do you
mm.
are them alliances real? Are people shying away from you because of um I guess they feel like they have to pick a side. So but I think it's gonna be a good album. He don't make bad albums.
Mm. Well, well, yeah. It depends on what you like. 'Cause sometimes he
Yeah.
go too much into his R&B bag, and some people don't like
Yeah.
that.
But
You know what I mean?
the last one was dope.
I like Drake. I like rapping Drake. You can make your R&B joints. You can make your bops. But I don't want to half the album be that.
Yeah.
But he do it. That's his the way he do it, because he gotta appeal to all his base. And it should be something. There should be something on there. It's gonna be some controversy on there.
Mhm.
And so we shall see.
Definitely.
What else we got? We talk about those features on there, man. Shoot, you got that one. They kind of reveal he had that one feature with Grand Puba.
No,
That
no,
should be.
then the album
Uh,
trash. Whole album trash. I don't care. Grand Poobah in today's world?
oh man,
No way.
yeah. What else? We had uh, we had that conversation on Club Shay Shay with Mike Beasley,
Mhm.
and that was a really good interview. Did you catch it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely really I'm glad that um Shannon actually created a space where he could be vulnerable, right?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he let his guard down and was actually speaking about some of them things that we didn't know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually felt like you heard him say a lot like they laughed at me. They were laughing
Mm-hmm.
at me, right? And we don't know who they
Mm-hmm.
is, but and it could just be what he was feeling from the outside. Like, he's still in the media world and things like that. But I think he was really open about that stuff, able to and now older Michael Beasley is able to articulate that. Right? Younger Michael Beasley just felt as though he had to probably just take that, still go out there and play. Like, look, it's clear that even seeing him in the big three and all that stuff, like this man is a all-time talent, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
he's an all-time, like almost like one of them generational guys, like whatever Durant and them could have been. Like he's that type of talent, but because of what he was going through, like mentally, and what he had to deal with, it was difficult for him to actually bring that about on a day in, day out basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm sure that it was some, and when you listen to him, this trauma, this betrayal and everything that he felt started from like 13, 14 years old. That
Mm-hmm.
that listen, for anybody that's out there now, and we don't even have to talk like basketball, people who dealing with trauma from 13 all the way up, and you get to the point where you just feel like this is just life, and once you begin to move like it's life and you just dealing with it, you become something different than what you really are. Like he's so emotional now, he's so guarded, that it took for like Club Shay Shay to even be able to speak on this stuff. Nobody knew this. I didn't notice about his mom and stuff like that, and his handlers taking thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars and giving him nothing. Like that's a lot. Like at some point, not even having much in his bank account when he's playing ball on TV every day, and we thinking he making millions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, like, financially, I don't know like where he is and stuff like that, but it seems like maybe now he's at a better place. He can possibly see someone and actually open up and talk more about it to get some help with dealing with things moving forward. And I think he can actually be of service to other people who are younger who's going through it because he can see it. Like
Mm-hmm.
he mentioned one time about um Josh Hart was the one who actually seen it. Like, yo, you could talk to me like you. We're in this field, right? We're in this mental health field, so we know what certain things look like. We wouldn't have walked past them today.
Mm-hmm.
But as a teammate going through this stuff, it's like, yo, nah, Beasley bucking. Like, I'm gonna just leave him
Yeah.
alone. Like, you can see how the NBA players may do because they don't understand that. Like, it's difficult when you going through things internally and you can't speak on it. A lot of us know. We know. Plus, you are a public figure. You're from the inner city, and you're male. Right? Those three right there, we're not conditioned to just pour and open ourselves up to people to judge us because that's what we think is gonna happen. So yeah, it was definitely a really, really insightful interview. I'm glad he's in the space that he's at. I hope he continue to be vulnerable to the people who can actually hear him and give him some guidance.
Right. I, and like you said, us being in the field that we in, I watched this interview through a different lens.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you did the same way as well, and it was it was really good, and I it was really good to see Mike be vulnerable. And he was really vulnerable. He was able to, vividly talk about his upbringing, vividly talk about things that kind of still haunt him to this day. You hear the trauma, you hear, I mean, you hear some of the things that affected him then and how it shaped him as an adult and how he's still trying to work through it as an adult. And it was, it was something to see, and as you hear him talk, I'm looking at it and saying, man, I would have asked this question after that. I would have
Hmm.
responded in this way. I would have, told him to, come from that at this perspective and, think about it this way. And, I found myself doing that, but, you know, it's nonetheless, it was still something to see. And it hit a lot of things, man. Like, and one thing it shows, man, is that the company you keep and the people that you have around you is so important, man. It's so important because, like, as he's talking about, the AAU stuff, as he's talking about, some things as he got older, and people could take advantage, man.
Yeah.
People could do things. They have their own agenda. Um, they're not helpful as you think they are because of their own agenda. It's so much stuff that can happen, man, and like it sucks. There's so many stories you hear that people get taken advantage of, but then you look at it on the other side too, where it's just like it seemed like he was crying out for help on a lot of different times, and people didn't know how to see it. So a lot of times in our community, that cry for help is looked at as weakness,
Yep.
So uh he didn't get the help. He didn't get the help that he was crying out for sometimes when he was young. And then you hear him talk about the relationship with his mom and how, and the stuff with his dad. And, it was a lot, man. It was a lot. Some things you can look at and just like, man, I can relate to that right there. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
part of my upbringing.
Yeah.
He talked about, he talked about bringing, stealing that slice of pizza, that pizza box, and how he was the man in the house because he bought food for everybody. You know what I mean? And he's like, yo, man, he had to do it. Like if he bought one slice in there, mom would have took the pizza and I got my ass whooped. Because the
Yeah.
rule was if I bring you something for one, I gotta bring it for all. And coming from a big family, I came from a big family, you know what I mean? So I hear that, you know what I mean? But it was a really good interview. It
Yeah.
was insightful. It's gonna do numbers,
Yeah.
and Shannon, I thought Shannon did a good job. Sometimes Shannon don't let people talk, and he just he just go in there just talking,
Yeah.
and he did that once or twice, but Mike ain't let him. Mike was like, nah. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get this out. You know what I mean? I'm crying, just ignore it. But like it was a good interview.
Yeah. And I know, like, also, like you said one thing too, like, if you bring something in the house, you need to bring enough, like, for everyone, right? So we talking about at a
Mhm.
young age having to provide, right? Like
Yeah.
that's a major thing and there's a lot of kids out here that's doing that now, and they don't know how to go about things besides to do something illegal to be like, you know what I'm saying, to get something fast, some quick money to be able to
Mhm.
buy for things in their household, right? Um, I know, like I said, I got an older brother that had to provide for me and took that on. So I know that it's difficult, right? But we have to really. I think it's maybe the older people that's around need to really look into some of their loved ones who's going through different things and be like, "Yo, listen, it's not normal." Like, there's a lot
Mhm.
of things that's in urban areas that's not normal, and it's probably not gonna be normal with people who have talent, right? Imagine this, you got someone with elite level talent, right? But yet they're in poverty. Certain things
Mhm.
still apply to them. It's still no food in the house. Yeah,
Right.
they can go out there and go play ball and get 30, but they coming back home and mother and father not together, not intact homes, and um, not sure where their next meal coming from. I'm hoping that it's better now, and people are trying to look out for them. But you just hear what you heard about him having somebody having McDonald receipts and stuff like that, giving him that. That's just that. But they're getting 50,000, $100,000, so he's being betrayed the whole like since he was like 13, 14. Like
Give
that's
me some damn McDonald receipts, some
yeah.
food receipts from when I was freaking in
He
AAU
said he
traveling.
said he had to pay off he paid off his childhood because someone kept receipts,
I end
like
up
that
slapping the shit out of somebody,
but
man.
see, but that alone, when you start looking back and, like, a lot of things happen in the hood that we don't know is wrong, but look at the lens that we all look, like, we're all at the point now where we can look back at certain things that took place in the hood and say, like, "Damn, that was crazy," right? But we really, really dive into how we probably came up in the hood. And it's like, "Yo, hold up, we weren't supposed to experience that." Like,
Right.
we did well, um, kinda overcoming a lot of things, but we shouldn't have seen a lot of the things we should have seen. We probably shouldn't have endured a lot of things we did, and it seems like he's able to look back at that now, and it's hurting him. It's some resentment that's caused from that. Like, I mean, granted, you just found out that you could have at 14 when you were starving, you could have had $50,000 because somebody got it.
Mhm.
That gotta be just eating away at him like, "Yo, like, y'all did me dirty. I got this skill," and knowing that he probably got a big enough heart that if y'all woulda gave him the $50,000, he woulda made sure y'all was good, but instead, y'all made sure y'all was good and didn't look out for him, and he was the bag.
Mhm.
So that had to hurt a little bit. Well, welcome back, James.
Hey, man, I hear y'all talking over here, man. Y'all talking some good stuff, and it kind of makes me a thought comes into my mind when you're talking about this Mike Beasley situation. Is that how our young children are getting taken advantage of in this whole process of sports?
Mhm.
You know, especially at that time. You know, now that you have more control with the NIL and stuff like that. But back then, you was somebody else's meal ticket. You know what I'm saying? So, and the big thing you said is, regardless of how well you perform on that court or whatever your talent is, it could be on the baseball field or it could be wherever, you still got to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And the talent doesn't make your situation any better when you get home. You know what I mean? You still got to deal with your mom that she might be working 3 or 4 jobs or whatever the case may be, and she might not be there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or what other family member that's trying to help provide money to bring food in the home or clothes on your back or just keeping a roof over your head, period. Those things still are there regardless of how many points you can score in a game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's the constant high and low. You know what I mean? You feel it back and forth, pause. You get the mental of, yo, I did this, I accomplished this, and then I go back home and I did all this, but now I have nothing to give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand the the whole thing. I was just talking to Jay about this, about you know, he was eating beans and franks. You know what I mean? He was like, Dad, I like this stuff. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, to be honest with you, hey, this was a struggle meal back in the day.
He's
You know
afraid
what
to
I'm
definitely
saying?
struggle.
Straight out the can. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I said, you know, you be thankful for what you got
Frank
because you,
Bangs.
yeah, you know what I mean? You know, our kids are more, you know, in a better position than we ever was. You know what I mean? And we should be feel, you know, we should feel blessed about that, but they lose sight of the struggle.
Mm,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And we got to, the only thing we can do is tell them.
That's it.
That's it.
Shoot, man. We got we kind of went over the Drake album. We went over Beasley. We went
Yeah.
over the playoffs. I mean,
Mm.
definitely had to emphasize the Lakers series as LeBron is proving y'all doubt is wrong. 'Cause y'all called it a sweep. But we ain't gonna go backwards. But nah, I mean, yeah, that's all we got now.
And I just want to give you a quick update. The Magic is up 85-80 right now.
Yeah, they battling. They battling.
Yeah,
They
and
battling.
the Thunder's losing to the Suns 55-48.
Oh, Suns came back.
Yeah, they came back. And
Mm.
Timberwolves and Nuggets about to start in about 3 minutes. So
Okay.
Ain't nobody
I mean,
playing, so Nuggets winning that.
yeah, they should, you know what I mean? But
Oh,
where we going from here? You know what I mean? I know we was talking about the games and talking about Beasley and all that. You know what I mean? What shows y'all watching right now?
Hmm. I'm on what's that on Netflix. Listen, I'll be all about my comedy shows, man, right? So it's a few I think it's Mike and Molly. That's the old girl that played in what is she playing? She like the heavy set. Well, she's in all the fun. I forgot her name. Um, yeah, so Mike and Molly on Netflix. There's also a show called Bad Influencer on Netflix where I don't know if you heard of that, like they're selling like fake bags and things like it's almost like the counterfeit culture, and it's one of them South African shows. For whatever reason, the South African shows on Netflix be hitting. Like so,
You got the international button on Netflix?
they just pop up. You could just put you actually can put in Africa, and it's gonna give you all these drama shows and stuff like that. Um, but there's one show that I'm watching, and we all have watched it maybe thousands of times, and I won't stop. And it's called Martin. Yeah, listen,
That
it's hard for me. It's hard for me. Like that's my go-to, man. Like
mhm.
how do you not, man? I can go for another Walking Dead if it ever was to come back out. I know they got there's some other ones that I need to watch after the original one. So, but yeah, I'm kind of just sticking to my South African shows and some comedy with Martin right now.
I'm on the shows I'm watching right now. Listen, man, I'm always on my action, stuff, fantasy stuff. So uh, I'm watching Invincible. That's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's basically animated, you know, it's an animated show, and but it's for adults, and it's based off a comic book, and it's super dope, and it has a lot of in-depth storyline, and it's as far as its rating, it gets nothing lower than 9.8 on all on all, whether it's Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, like whatever the rating stars, it gets the highest ratings. So that's a really good show. The Boys, also Amazon Prime, another highly rated show. It's going to its last season. That's been pretty good. Been catching up on that. Daredevil, trying to catch up
Okay.
on that. That's all. That's on Disney. And when it comes to Martin, you can't lose with Martin. But man, he Curb Your Enthusiasm, man.
I'm, I,
Yeah.
That gets me, man. I got like
My
if I need to
man.
just if I'm about to go to sleep real quick, man, I gotta throw on Larry David, man. Listen, man, Larry, and I'm so mad that I didn't know about this until I'm advanced adult right now. You know what I mean? Because I used to see it when I used to see it come on like right after Sopranos or something like that. Back in the day, and like, because that's how long the show had been out.
Yeah.
It was like mad seasons or whatever. But bro, this dude is so freaking funny, man. And then when JB Smooth was on there, it went to a different level. It's just a funny show, man. And it's like Martin. It's just one of those shows where you can watch repeats. You can watch it's gonna still be funny the same way, man. There's gonna be some classic shit in there, and that's been my go-to right now as far as
okay.
when I just need a rewatch. I just need to fall asleep to or something like that. I'm throwing on that Larry David, man, that Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I'm watching it tonight. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, man.
That Larry David and Leon dynamic is bananas, yo.
Hilarious, yo. It don't make no damn sense, but it like, and that's like that's what I like about a show is when the writing is just brilliant, and he's a brilliant writer. Larry David. But like also you can tell it's so much stuff that just goes off the cuff. It's not scripted. They just doing it. They just
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
we're just gonna have fun with it. And them two, they just be having fun, bro. They just be having fun.
Yeah, because I know for me right now, I watch the Daredevils. I need to get back into the Invincibles. I've been I gotta watch The Boys. I still ain't watched that yet. I just finished DTF St. Louis.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
that is it's like I guess a murder mystery type of a show where it's all based on like a dating app. So it got my man what's his name my man from Ozark
Yeah.
what was it Brendan
No,
Brendan
it's not Brendan Fraser.
Damn, I can't think of his name right now, but him and my man from
Stranger Things.
yeah. But they're out there. They're trying to maneuver around the app and
Jason
stuff
Bateman.
like that. Yeah, Jason
There you
Bateman.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
hilarious. It seems like he be the same
He's
person.
always been hilarious.
Like in all his shows, he be the same person. Like that witty, quick talking. Like
yeah. That I was watching Paradise.
my wife watches that.
I need to catch that. I heard that's pretty
Yeah.
decent.
My wife watching that. Yeah.
Yo, the first season is banging. Yo,
That's what everybody say.
the second
it about?
season started off slow, and then it finished off kind of strong, but then it went for a little twist. But that first season is banging. Yo.
What is it about?
It's about a world catastrophe, well, global catastrophe, and they have to deal with it.
Oh, that's
So
my
pretty
type of
much,
shit right there.
yeah, they got to deal
Yeah, I
with,
gotta check it out there. Cause when I heard
you know what
Pat,
I
I
mean?
thought it was
People
some love. I thought it was some love shit. So I was like, I'm good.
No, 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 and I can't really say more than that because it'll kind of
No,
spoil it.
yeah, I mean,
So you know,
probably tomorrow. I'm gonna start it tomorrow.
yeah. So you know, what I
I always
mean
start my day off with a show, and that's what be
that is
making me
pretty
late for
good.
work.
You know what I mean, and you know what I mean. I always watch the Power series and
I'm behind on that. Like super
yeah,
behind. I don't even want to start. Like I guess I could binge it.
I gave up on it.
yeah. I once you know, man, I stayed with it to see where it's gonna go. Of course, you cannot forget about Martin. Of course,
Oh yeah,
I've been catching some of the different world that comes on sometime. What else? Hey, regardless of what it is, I still watch the Cosby Show when it does come on here and there. So
That's a dope show. Like the
yeah,
Cosby Show. That need to be goated too, man. Like Cosby Show is
oh
dope.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
but you know
absolutely.
what? But you know what show that people need to watch? That damn Off the Parkway podcast, man. People need to watch that right there. Hit that like button, subscribe,
You got
comment.
be like our guys from Vietnam, man.
That's right.
tap in
That's
US.
right.
Tap in you. We big over there.
Hey, man. Hey, the Vietnamese hook us
Hey,
up so we can get on Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
hey, I'll tell you what thing. That was a great segue right there, James. That was super smooth right there.
Hey, man.
That was
That's that.
super
Hey,
smooth.
we had a good conversation today, man. This is on our way out. So make sure y'all do what y'all got to do, man. We are here. Continue to support. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.
No doubt, no doubt.